Hello, Voices of Recovery. Once again, this your girl Lily tuning in. Just wanted to come in and drop a couple jewels. Had some things on my mind, and I wanted to kind of open up today with you all about mental health. Man, that's a catchy subject. This shit swept under the rug most of the damn time. Like, don't nobody really want to talk about their personal mental ass health, you know. And then jokingly, people will be like, "Yeah, I'm crazy. I got that bipolar energy." But like, I'm talking about like the for real, behind the scenes, the struggles that we deal with mental health. Like depression and, like for me, being diagnosed with bipolar, it has been uh man, it has impacted my life in a tremendous way. Like it has taken me through some shit. I can remember coming up, I really didn't know what it was. Wasn't diagnosed till I was like my early 20s when I became diagnosed. And I didn't really pay it much attention then. Everybody else seen it, but it was me. I was like the last to find out, to really just, I guess, the last one to embrace it, but everybody else knew. Everybody else seen it. Now, where I'm at in my recovery, I've had no choice but to face it, because when you in recovery and you working on yourself, you can't keep that recovery if you got mental health issues. You know, you gotta at some point say, okay, I have to address this. Like my sister always told me, Lily, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. You have to take care of both. And me and one of my peers was talking tonight, and Melissa, shout out to you. And we was just talking about how with me, I had to get rid of the alcohol and drugs first in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody watching this video, you might struggle with a different addiction. I'm not saying you got to get rid of alcohol and drugs, but for me, I have an addictive personality. Getting rid of alcohol and drugs was a must for me because, once I started drinking, I didn't know how to motherfucker stop. You know, once I started, it's an excess. It's to intoxication and beyond intoxication. So, just to get real honest with myself, I had to stop drinking. And because when I started drinking, it led to other stuff. I began to self-medicate, whether I was smoking weed or snorting me a little cocaine. It even graduated to some heavier shit. You know what I mean? Like, I had to come real and be honest with myself. Like, it wasn't working out. So I can't do it. I can do it. I choose not to, simply because it's just not in my best interest. Back on subject about the mental health though, I began to say, let me see if I'm gonna get sober. Once I get myself sober, let's see if the mental health acts up then. Man, let me tell you something. When you got mental health, that shit just don't go away by itself. It may go 2 or 3 days, or maybe even 2 or 3 months, but it'll flare back up. Um, any kind of stress, anything, certain things that'll just trigger it off. So, oh man, it's easy for me to talk about it now, but I seen times where it used to be so hard for me to talk about it. Cause me, I'm too cool and too smooth to have mental health issues, right? Bullshit. It don't matter how cool, smooth, or what you are. If you got some shit that's chemically imbalanced up here, it don't discriminate on who you are, how short, how tall, you know what I'm saying, how skinny, how whatever you are. So needless to say, I did. I got back on my medication and I started taking mental health serious. So now that I take it serious, I want to just encourage anybody out there that's struggling with it, take it serious, because for me, if I didn't take it serious, it probably would have been a reservation for relapse for me to start back drinking or something, because not taking care of my mental health is not taking care of my sobriety, and they both go hand in hand. Just like my friend, my homegirl was saying, Melissa, my peer, she was saying with her, she had to take care of her mental health first, and then work towards her sobriety. And with me, it was the opposite way around. So it's not no formula to how you do this shit. Just take care of business and get it done. But I'm not going to hold this video too much longer. I want to stop at 5 minutes. So we've reached about that peak. So I just want to say, Voices of Recovery, really appreciate you tapping in. Stick around. I got more to come, man. I got more content. We got some banging interviews coming up with some hard, heavy hitters. Just stick around, subscribe, hit that subscribe at the bottom. If you hear something that helps you out, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Listen, we ain't here to judge you about a motherfucking thing. We here to talk about this bullshit that we struggle with so we can get the fuck better. And that's what it's all about. So if you feeling what the fuck I'm saying, or if it was anything you heard that might help somebody you love or care about, subscribe, and we're going to keep this content coming. And I appreciate you. Remember what I always say. Keep your head up, not down. Well, smile, not a frown, because that shit take too many motherfucking muscles. But stick around because it's life-changing. And until next time, stay blessed. Peace.